Crash course on the history of the CIA and its role in USA intelligence gathering and covert operations. The Central Intelligence Agency, or CIA, is one of the most well-known intelligence agencies in the world. Created in 1947, the CIA has a long and complex history, filled with covert operations, intelligence gathering, and controversy. The CIA was created in the aftermath of World War II, as the United States sought to establish a centralized intelligence agency to gather information on foreign governments and prevent the spread of communism. The agency's first director was Rear Admiral Roscoe Hillenkoetter, who oversaw the CIA's early operations. One of the CIA's first major operations was the overthrow of Iran's Prime Minister, Mohammed Mossadegh, in 1953. The CIA worked with British intelligence to orchestrate a coup against Mossadegh, who was seen as a threat to Western interests in Iran. The coup was successful, and Mossadegh was replaced by the pro-Western Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi. Another major operation by the CIA was the Bay of Pigs invasion in 1961. The CIA worked with Cuban exiles to plan an invasion of Cuba and overthrow the government of Fidel Castro. The invasion was a disaster, and the CIA was heavily criticized for its role in the failed operation. In the 1970s, the CIA was embroiled in controversy over its involvement in domestic spying and illegal activities. The agency was accused of conducting surveillance on American citizens, and of being involved in illegal activities such as drug trafficking and assassination attempts. Operation Mongoose. In the early 1960s, the CIA launched Operation Mongoose, a covert operation aimed at overthrowing the government of Cuba and removing Fidel Castro from power. The operation involved a wide range of tactics, including sabotage, propaganda, and assassination attempts. One of the most infamous parts of Operation Mongoose was the plan to assassinate Castro using a poisoned cigar. While the assassination attempt never came to fruition, Operation Mongoose remains a fascinating example of the lengths the CIA was willing to go to achieve its goals. The Moscow Signal. In the 1970s, the CIA and other intelligence agencies began to notice a mysterious signal emanating from the U.S. Embassy in Moscow. The signal was a low-level noise that was only audible when the embassy was empty, leading some to speculate that it was some kind of espionage device. The CIA and other agencies worked to investigate the source of the signal, and eventually concluded that it was caused by a microwave radiation device used by the Soviets to jam embassy communications. The incident remains a fascinating example of the kinds of surveillance and counter-surveillance tactics used by intelligence agencies during the Cold War. One of the most infamous CIA operations was the Iran-Contra affair in the 1980s. The CIA worked with the Reagan administration to sell arms to Iran, in exchange for the release of American hostages. The profits from the arms sales were then used to fund Contra rebels in Nicaragua. The operation was highly controversial, and led to congressional hearings and the indictment of several high-ranking government officials. In recent years, the CIA has been involved in the fight against terrorism, particularly in the aftermath of the 9/11 attacks. The agency has been involved in intelligence gathering, drone strikes, and other operations in countries such as Afghanistan and Pakistan. One particularly interesting story from the CIA's history is the role the agency played in the Cold War. The CIA was heavily involved in intelligence gathering on the Soviet Union, and worked to disrupt communist activities around the world. One of the most famous CIA operations during the Cold War was the U-2 spy plane program. The CIA developed a high-altitude spy plane that was capable of flying over the Soviet Union and taking photographs of military installations and other key targets. The U-2 program was highly successful, and provided the United States with critical intelligence on Soviet military capabilities. Another interesting story from the CIA's history is the role the agency played in the hunt for Osama bin Laden. Following the 9/11 attacks, the CIA launched a major effort to track down bin Laden and other high-ranking members of al-Qaeda. The agency used a wide range of intelligence gathering techniques, including satellite surveillance and human intelligence, to locate bin Laden's hideout in Pakistan. In 2011, a team of Navy SEALs, with support from the CIA, conducted a raid on the compound and killed bin Laden. Despite its controversial history, the CIA plays an important role in U.S. intelligence gathering and covert operations. The agency's work is often shrouded in secrecy, and its operations are seldom discussed in public. However, the CIA's work has had a significant impact on U.S. foreign policy, and its successes and failures have shaped the course of American history. In conclusion, the CIA has a long and complex history, filled with controversy, intrigue, and success. From the overthrow of foreign governments to the fight against terrorism, the agency has played a critical role in U.S. Here is a poem on CIA. In the shadows they move. The masters of espionage. Gathering secrets from far and wide. The CIA, with silent courage. From the jungles of Vietnam to the deserts of the Middle East, they work to protect our nation. Their duty never to cease. Their methods are often secret. Their actions seldom known. But the CIA stands vigilant, working tirelessly alone. Through covert operations, they bring down tyrants and foes, fighting for freedom and justice, wherever the enemy goes. From the U-2 spy plane program to the hunt for bin Laden, the CIA's successes and failures have shaped our nation. So here's to the CIA, the guardians of our land, working in the shadows, with bravery and command. We hope this video has given you a taste of all the incredible experiences America has to offer. If you're ready to start planning your own adventure to North America, please ensure to use our Booking.com referral link. https://www.booking.com/index.html?8 =7989335 to book your flights, hotels, car rentals, local attractions, and more. It's an easy and kind way to support this channel and make sure you get the best possible deals on your trip. Thank you. AnHub Metaverse Team.